What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, today we're going to be talking about, sadly, the downfall of Call of Duty. Now, personally, I always like to state this because I don't want people to think that I hate Call of Duty, because obviously, I make content on this game every single day. I play it every single day. It's my favorite game. I love Call of Duty, but sadly, things always have to come to an end. Especially when the people who are at the very head are going to use what you love so dearly to their own advantage to try to make them more money instead of making a good game. And that's exactly what we're running into nowadays when it comes to Call of Duty. The publisher, Activision, has almost basically turned this franchise into a cash cow, where they release a new game every single year, putting in less effort, making very bland games that have no content, no variety, tons of bugs, tons of glitches, not polished off, incomplete games that should not be sold right away. And obviously, this can't go on forever. It's impossible for any company to go on and continuously rip off your customers year after year after year when a new development team comes in and creates something new for the customers to go to. When there's an alternative, yes, then the customers have an option to choose between. But when you only have Call of Duty, and that's the only game that offers this experience, then obviously the majority of the Call of Duty crowd is going to stick with Call of Duty. But today's commentary is going to be basically a revenge story. A story of a developer who's going to be coming back for vengeance for Activision and trying to take out the Call of Duty franchise. Now, obviously, this isn't true, nothing's factual. This is just me coming up with ideas. But to me personally, I think it all makes sense. And it might be the end of Call of Duty in the near future. Now, if you guys could do me a favor, go ahead and look at the screen. I'm going to toss something up here for you guys. It says, Respawn boss Vince Zampella will oversee EA's DICE LA studio. If you've not heard of DICE LA before, well, we're not surprised. The Los Angeles-based outfit has existed for the last 6 years as a support studio working behind the scenes on games from Battlefield developer DICE and other EA studios. Now, if you guys don't know who Vince is, this man was one of the OGs, one of the GOATs, who made some of the best Call of Duties back in the days from the Modern Warfare series. I believe Call of Duty 4 and Modern Warfare 2, and I also believe he made some of the other Call of Duties in the past, and Medal of Honors and stuff like that. He's made a lot of games. He has tons of experience when it comes to FPS shooters and stuff like that. But the moral of the story is that he is one of the people who made some of the best Call of Duty games this community has ever played. I do know that some people absolutely despise Modern Warfare 2, and me personally, it's not the most amazing Call of Duty game out there. Honestly, Search and Destroy was superb in Modern Warfare 2, but the whole game, it was really cheesy. It got kind of obnoxious from time to time. It wasn't outstanding, but regardless of your opinion on this title, it is one of the best-selling games ever made. It's one of the most played Call of Duty games ever made. And also, everybody knows of this title. Even if you don't play COD, or if you're just coming into COD very late, you probably have heard of or you know about Modern Warfare 2. It's a very iconic game in the franchise, and it always will be iconic. But Vince Zampella, one of the head developers who was working on Modern Warfare 2, and also after all this time, if you guys didn't know, obviously after Modern Warfare 2, I'm going to show you guys a little bit more history behind this in just a second, but after Modern Warfare 2, they left. They're actually the main creators of Apex Legends, so if you like Apex Legends or Titanfall 1 or Titanfall 2, this is the guy that you're looking at right here, Vince Zampella. But he is now officially moving over, current day. This article was made in January of 2020. So all this time for Battlefield 6 that EA DICE has been working on, Vince Zampella has been a head developer for Battlefield 6. And you might think, well, who cares, man? He's just making Battlefield 6. Obviously, it was a long time ago when he made Modern Warfare 2. That's ages ago. You think he really still wants revengeance for, what Activision did and everything like that? Well, let me read you a little article over on Fandom, which is another website. I'll try to link this down in the description, but I'm going to show you guys the screenshot of the legal controversy with Activision. I think I'm going to actually read the majority of the portion of this because it's really interesting, and it really shows a lot behind the scenes of why I think that Vince is going to be coming back for vengeance with Battlefield 6 to try to take out the Call of Duty franchise. But it starts off saying, on March 4th, 2010, Vince filed a lawsuit against Activision over royalties, which the publisher failed to pay Infinity Ward in the weeks before Zampella and West's dismissal. On April 9th, 2010, Activision launched a countersuit against West and Zampella, where Activision labeled them as self-serving schemers, saying that all they want is money. You know what I'm saying? That's all they want. That's all they need. How dare Activision actually go at the developers and say that the developers are the ones scheming, right? Isn't that kind of messed up when Activision truly are the people who are scheming each and every one of the people nowadays in every Call of Duty game? But then it goes on saying, on March 17th, 2011, a $400 million lawsuit against Electronic Arts, which is EA DICE, the people who work for Battlefield, going on to say West and Zampella were accused of conspiring with rival game publisher EA to help with Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2's biggest rival, Battlefield Bad Company 2, to the detriment of Modern Warfare 2. Vince Zampella was accused of consenting to a delay in the stimulus package DLC for Modern Warfare 2, which was requested by DICE so that their game Battlefield Bad Company 2 would have more attention at its release. So basically, even back in the day, during Modern Warfare 2, Vince Zampella was still working with EA DICE to try to put Call of Duty in the dirt, bro. all these years, he has been trying to put COD in the dirt. He obviously took a long break when he went over to start working on Titanfall 1 and 2, then going over to Apex Legends, but he's back. He is back once again on the EA DICE team, working on Battlefield 6. Right now, the most anticipated casual FPS game to ever be released right now is Battlefield 6, and Vince Zampella is working on it. One of the head Call of Duty developers, one of the goated Call of Duty developers who worked on some of the best COD games ever made in the whole franchise, who in the beginning, while working on Modern Warfare 2, was still working with EA DICE to try to make Activision catch a massive L, is once again working with EA DICE to try to make Activision catch a second L. Like, this is just hilarious, in my personal opinion, but I completely understand where he's coming from. You know, this is all revolving around money, and you don't mess around with money. Money is a very serious thing, and it will mess with people's emotions as well. And apparently, like I just said, Vince and I think a couple of other people from Infinity Ward Studio, and the main reason why they left Infinity Ward and stopped making Call of Duty games, hence the reason why Modern Warfare 2 was never fixed, all the glitches and bugs were never resolved, it was barely any updates, they just released DLC map packs, and they called it quits. But the main reason is that they didn't get paid for what they were doing in Modern Warfare 2. They didn't get their royalties from Activision. So yeah, if I was in this situation, I wouldn't be happy either. If Activision wasn't paying me the money that I earned, I would be pretty pissed off, and I would do things as well that didn't follow the rules that you were supposed to follow that Activision gave these developers. Like, for example, pushing DLC back to allow other competing games to have a upper hand advantage against Activision, like Battlefield Bad Company 2, like I just said. Vince Zampella pushed back the Modern Warfare 2 DLC map pack so Battlefield Bad Company 2 could have a decent launch. And you know what? I guarantee you this wasn't even that big of an issue. I bet you they weren't even trying to, beef with Activision or cause any problems. I guarantee you they were just friends, they were just talking to each other, they were a little worried about Battlefield Bad Company 2, so as a friend, they pushed back a DLC content drop just a little bit, which shouldn't be that big of a deal because it's just a DLC map pack. It's not like they're, pushing back Modern Warfare 2 another year, so Battlefield Bad Company 2 could come out and release before Call of Duty. No, it's just a DLC map pack, just so Battlefield Bad Company 2 could have a little bit more of a chance, a little bit more of a oomph, a push to fight back, so they can actually make a little bit more money. But Activision goes and countersues Vince Zampella after not paying them, of course. No, they didn't pay Vince any money for what they earned off of Modern Warfare 2. But then they go ahead and counter the lawsuit and say that they were helping out rival companies to make their games better than, what they were making with Call of Duty. And I understand that some of you guys probably have no clue what I'm talking about here. All of this is just mumbo jumbo to you guys. You could care less. But the moral of the story, at the very end, to really simplify for you guys, Vince has had a very rough life when it comes to Activision. He has dealt with not being paid by them, dealing with endless amounts of legal fees and legal problems that he has to deal with over the years, pointless issues that are really, interfering with his personal life. All because Activision wants to mess with him and everything that he's doing. I have no doubt in my mind that Vince is coming back with Battlefield 6, and the only thing on his mind right now is to literally destroy Activision and everything about them. And you know what? That makes me smile a little bit. That really does, because Activision deserves it. They deserve every last bit of whatever they get out of what Battlefield 6 produces here. Hopefully, once again, as no skill-based matchmaking, they polish off the game, and they make it like a real Battlefield game, unlike Battlefield 5, which is really simplified and almost made, more of a Call of Duty approach. I'm hoping Battlefield 6 is much more of a banger. But I can really see that Vince is not going to be messing around with this title. And I'm hoping he really comes through for the Call of Duty community. I mean, there's not much he can actually do. It's still Battlefield. It's not like he can make a Call of Duty clone. But as long as it's fun and playable, at least a good portion of the Call of Duty fans can at least transfer over to that. I know a lot of them still won't because obviously it's not Call of Duty. But there's still a chunk of people of Call of Duty fans who do enjoy Battlefield games. And Battlefield 5 was such a disappointment. But if they nail Battlefield 6, modern day, great graphics, massive scale warfare, absolutely insane things that you can do, It's just going to be an absolute banger. But guys, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave a like. By all means, if you hated it, leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new and you enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button. Also, want to chat with me, there's 2 ways to do so. I have a Twitter and Discord. Both those links are down in the description. And also, want to catch me live stream some video games. I do that over on Twitch. Link that is in the description as well. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in. See you on the next one. Peace out.